Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Cyberpunk 2077, and this time we're going to have a look at some of the mods that I've included, some recent mods that I've added, which change the sort of gameplay, and also, as you can see here, some of the old ones, the apartment mod. So, excuse me, taking a deep breath here. So, the mod that I've just installed is a survival mod where you have to now be mindful of your stamina levels, be mindful of your hunger and your fatigue. So as you can see there, that's appeared on the screen. So what that means is all those sort of junk items that you will get in the game, you will have to eat food. You have to rest up by sitting on the couch or going to sleep and manage those, otherwise you will either die or you'll pass out and such like. So I mean, one of the worst things is becoming so tired that you're over encumbered and your movement is penalized severely and you're moving at a snail's pace, which is just awful. So let's just head out into the unknown. Excuse me, going around in circles. And as you can see, the Blade Runner ads mod is working nicely here.
Sorry, I can't. No.
Let's just move it on a bit quickly.
After the break,
and yeah, so it's a nice mechanic. Let me just quickly show you the menu. So you can actually change that option. As you can see, I've got the Metro system installed. And then it's called Live in Night City. So you can change the difficulty and you can change the frequency of the metabolism, which is quite interesting. But sometimes you'll get a moment where you'll just suddenly die. So you really got to keep those figures in check. If you get anywhere sort of around 75% fatigue, you do run the risk of just suddenly having your health deplete within seconds and dying. And your save file gets messed up as well, so you'll have to load a previous save point. So yeah, quite an interesting thing to add. And with all those sort of items that you see that you could buy from vending machines, which are all kind of pretty useless, it's interesting that you can now use these, so that will now help my thirst,
Except there's no mention of me,
which is pretty cool. So let's do a quick thing here as well. This is quite nice to do this. So look, you've walked down those steps, and then what we can do now is if I go here, skip to what, 12 hours or longer. Whoa. Oh, and that's now affected me. Oops. Okay, didn't like that very much. So while she's gathering her, it's finished. Let's go to my objectives. There's a really nice place to show off some of the stuff here. Let's find where it is. It is can't remember which one it is now. No, I think it might be under the gigs. That's it, the Heisenberg principle. Right, let's go. Let's take a walk. So yeah, momentarily those sort of things will pop up on the screen.
I'm platinum.
Just to remind you, in fact you can turn those off as well. So it's just adding another layer to the game that's not there and should be there perhaps. Kind of makes it a bit more RPG like. It's a bit of a long trek, so let's get the motorbike and take a drive down there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. Look, so I've got to really keep an eye on these levels. Failure to adhere to the warning will potentially ruin you. So imagine you're sort of halfway in a mission and you know you haven't been paying attention to that. Next minute your stats are completely reduced because you've hit the threshold. Well, there's the metro. Shall we go in the metro and have a look at that quickly? Whoopsie. Yeah, let's do that. So here's my character.
Attention all NCPD subcons. Suspected organized crime activity reported at corner of Drake and Cartwright. Tiger Claw gang members suspected of armed robbery and extortion are at the scene. Leader is Mokomichi Yamada, aka Motorboy. City's put up a reward for the removal of Yamada and his accomplices from the area.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. Whoopsie. Okay, into the metro. So obviously you can change the frequency of it. Next station. But this is a really cool way of looking around Night City. And obviously you can be inside. It's just fantastic. I'm being shot at, I think. Whoa, so that's so nice. Get off the next stop. It's so great. Why this is not in the original vanilla game is beyond me, but this is what modders can do. This is utterly fantastic. Here at the station. Okay. You see these Blade Runner ads mod, which is fantastic as well. Well, I need to eat food, I think, because I'm going to die otherwise.
We return to this week's biggest story, the murder of Arasaka Corporation CEO.
So another thing I want to point out in this game, I have not leveled up my character. So let's just have a look at the character for a moment. Excuse the clothing. Well, there you go. You can see the character here. Look, this is what I wanted to show you. So the only leveling up I've done thus far is using the ones you do at the beginning of the game. Aside from that, that's it. Here's my wonderful character with the body mod that gives her extra thickness where it counts. And yeah, she looks pretty cool. So, on to the... We're quite far away, so let's go for a ride on the bike to get back there. So, to explain not leveling up the character, this is playing on very hard, by the way. Let me just quickly show you that, just so you can see. Very hard, and it stayed on very hard all the way through here. So what this basically means is I have to really be careful when I get into fights. A couple of shots and I'm down. Stealth is obviously the best way for me to play this. For thinning out guards and making sure that I've stealthed as many, stealth killed as many or KO'd as many opponents before getting into a gunfight. Gunfights means I have to use my weapons and utilize those from cover. If I start trying to be gung-ho, like the game sort of allows you to do that, then I'm going to get killed pretty quickly. Obviously I can't go for any skulled enemies either. That's a complete waste of time. So certain missions I can't complete. And the lack of upgrading the stealth even means my movement speed is slow. So I have to really be careful. It's really sort of given the game a much more difficult set of parameters to work within. A lot of people complain that when you sort of level up the character, you become just too godlike. The game is too easy. Same goes for like the hacking as well. You know, if you want to be a netrunner character, you could just sit there and just hide and take out whole groups of high-level enemies without any fear whatsoever. So let's go into this club here. I already took care of the guard outside here previously, so it's good that it's remembered that. So let's try and sneak in here now and get rid of the other goons. Just got to be really careful. Oh, he's getting up. Really careful. Just watch where he's going. Oh no! There you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. So basically now, I didn't take care of one of the parameters, and I've just been randomly killed. I'm not sure if I 100% like that fact that you don't get much of a warning other than when it's too late and you have to reload a save. So now we've got to go back here, but I did mention quite far back. If I tried to reload that save now, it would loop. So what I can do to make this slightly different, let's just quickly skip time to midday-ish. Yeah, and let's just make sure I'm going to eat some food, because so look, you collect all this junk and there's just no bearing on the game at all. And I think a lot of people thought that this was all added with something in mind to make sure that it would be used at some point. Oh, cat food, I've just eaten that, lovely. But CD Projekt Red didn't have the time to sort of implement those systems, and it's just a load of junk stuff now, which I guess not many people will be using those. So let's go back again. See this in the daytime. See this in the daytime now. Again, night doesn't really have much effect on your stealth capabilities, which is a standard feature in lots of games. So I mean, I am critical of this game. It's not perfect by a long way, but I am hoping that when they release the next gen or current gen versions later this year, they're going to make a lot of gameplay tweaks and improvements. Right, look, fatigue, hunger, naught. See, that's the warning. So hopefully I should be okay this time. Oh, the fatigue's going up quite quickly. Maybe sitting on the bike is what's making me, I'm not sure. This is all new to me. Like, get off the bike. Maybe then you can replenish your fatigue by sitting in a vehicle. Right, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Let's see if I can get behind this guy here quickly. That's close. Always doing non-lethal takedowns. So yeah, I said this in my reviews of this game, that it's definitely it covers that bounty hunter sort of vibe perfectly. You can play that role, play the role of the criminal, play the role of the dirty scumbag, no nonsense, hard-boiled gunslinging. You get the point. So I have to really use these kind of cheap. Come on, turn around, love. That's it. Oh, she's got eyes in the back of her head. Come on. Oh no, she's looking down. Oh no.
I'm going to kill you now!
for the head. Go for the head. See, my ammo count is low as well. Well, I didn't intend to be that noisy. Camera. Find the lab, which is above me. Okay. Well, they know I'm here. Sure why it's saying to go out there. Maybe there's another way in.
Continues to be a major cause of illness. Do not eat from unlabeled cans.
I think it kind of messes up sometimes like that. Yep, look at that. Where's it leading me now? Must be another entrance here. No. Locked. Oh gosh.
为更好的明天奋斗，和平弱不禁风。使用荒坂士兵系统。
Sure, I was in the right place.
在何方？无论身处何处。
My fatigue is at 50%. I've got to be really careful. So let me see if that actually works. If I get on a bike and sit on it, will that actually lower my fatigue or make it go higher? Right, let's try this again. Pretty sure the lab is below me, not above me. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's below. Right. So none of these extra abilities to help me out here. Let me turn it off. Not good. I'm gonna have to shoot it. Cameras. One down. Two down. Get that camera. Toasted. Think we're clear. Right. Destroy the equipment. So one little grenade should do the job, I think. Wrong grenade type. Make sure I'm clear first. Or EMP grenade, that's all I got. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Well, that could have gone better in terms of stealth, but I didn't sustain any damage, so that was good. A lot of stuff I've left in here. Let's just get out of here. Looks like their operation has been shut down. Going around in circles. Help! Where's the staircase? Should be looking at the map. Great. I still hear there's some enemies around. Keep going around the circle. Here it is, right. Be careful now. You're not taking too kindly to me. Oops. One grenade from them. Let's use it.
Wait for me!
If they throw a grenade, I'm finished. Nice shooting through solid objects there, that's good. Oh no, no ammo! Shit. Damn it. This is not looking good for me here. I'm gonna have to go melee. Wait for him to reload. Go. Oh no, I'm over-encumbered! No way! See, this is the oh dear. I got over-encumbered because of that mod that I've added, which is when you're fatigued, you get over-encumbered very easily. So see how that just sort of built up in the background, adding another layer. I should have kept my... Well, there's nothing I could do there. There's nowhere to rest. So before you embark on any mission, you've got to make sure that I'm over-encumbered here. You've got to make sure that you're well rested. So I don't even know what to do now from this point. Moving at this really slow speed is very difficult. So I have to make my way back now to oh dear. There's no coming back from this unless there was somewhere to sit down. And unfortunately the game doesn't not allow you to just sit down like that on these kind of sofas and stuff that's lying around here. I'm in a world of hurt. A little boost when you pick something up, that's quite interesting. I don't think there's anywhere for me to sit. So yeah, I'm not going to go through that gun battle again. You got the point, so let me just load another save. It's a lot easier. But you get the point, yeah? That's pretty crazy, having that mod. And obviously you can tailor how frequently you have to be mindful of that. You can turn it down. I've got it sort of slap bang in the middle. But you might want to make it more difficult, or you might want to make it less intrusive, so it takes a bit longer for it to activate. But yeah, I went from sort of 0% all the way up, but I did a lot of skipping time as well, so I'm not sure if that made an impact on that. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, it's an interesting mod to have. I also had the sort of game rebalance mod installed at some point, but I've uninstalled that. I found it, I like the way it removed the minimap, the enemies on the minimap, but some of the other elements was making it way too easy because I wasn't leveling up the character. So I was being able to one-shot kill enemies with headshots, which, as you saw back then in that gun battle, is not possible when you're playing the vanilla mode. So the handling on this bike, ouch, keep looking at the poster. Yeah. So yeah, nice stuff, interesting stuff to play with, and I think that mod is actually planning to refine it a bit more, to add more features to it. So that'll be quite interesting. So I'll keep you posted. But yeah, Living in Night City, that's what it's called. I'll leave a link in the description. Okay, I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching. This is Cyberpunk 2077. In 2022.